My brand new friends over at Fifine sent me over the AM8 USB dynamic XLR microphone. This thing has so many features for the price point, but with all reviews, I'm going to give you my pros, my cons, and at the end of the day, is it really worth the money that they want for it? Let's find out. Stick around to the very end. I'm going to show you how to actually use this mic on your Xbox if you want to do that. Yes, there is a way to do it, and I know how to do it. So compatibility with this mic, which it's an XLR, it's a USB. It can be used on PC, PlayStation. It can be plug and play, of course, but it can also be used on your Android and your iPhone if you have the right power adapter that I'll make sure I link below as well. And it also can be used on the Xbox if hooked up right. Again, I'm going to show you that at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around for that. So this mic does come with two knobs, as you can see right here and on the screen. They are a gain knob and a mic monitoring knob, which, by the way, mic monitoring on the bottom of this mic is zero latency mic monitoring. But what I love about these two knobs are not only do they stop at the minimum and at the maximum, but they also have a line on them to let you know exactly where you are on the volume meter, so you can get that precise volume where you're looking for. So if you want to be at 50%, you know you're at 50% because there's a line there showing you you're at 50%. So many other mics at this price point and even over this price point, first of all, come with the knobs that are just spin, 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 and then there's no way of telling how high or how low you are on volume. So Fifine putting that on here is a great touch at the price point, much less on this mic, to just give you more control, pretty much. So other buttons on the mic itself, you do have the RGB light that is located at the front of the mic that you can hit and cycle through the RGBs, or you can actually hold and turn off the RGB light if you don't want it as well. Going back to RGB lights for a second, you do have three different modes on here. One of them is like a stagnant color where you can just pick a single color, or you can do a breathing color, which it just kind of breathes through all the colors. And then you have the dynamic, just rainbow, always different colors just going around the bottom, which a lot of us like to see. But if you want that hardcore red color for playing for something like Apex and getting ragey and mad, then you can put it on that and rage out. If you get any kind of value out of this video, make sure you like the video. It's the easiest and freest way to support your boy. So another button that's actually on the back of the mic is actually going to be your mute button. It's a big old light on it. It's green, means you're good to go, and red means you are muted. Let's talk about polar pattern on the mic for a second. So when I first got this mic, I'll be honest with you, I honestly thought the polar pattern, well, I knew it was coloroid, but I thought the capsule was located at the front of the mic, which you see right here, like, you know, because that's typical, right? But it's not like that, because if I were to lift this mic up, I'll talk to it from the back at first, but you can kind of hear how the volume automatically just kind of got lower. And then if I rotate it to the, you know, if I rotate it, if I can, rotate it to where I'm talking to it at the front now, you can still hear that the volume is low. I'm in pretty much the same distance as I was a minute ago, but when I go and bring it down to where it's supposed to be, because the capsule is literally right here and I'm talking down to it, so my voice drops into it, it sounds really, really good. You got a good tone out of it. It's loud like it's supposed to be. So the polar pattern is a coloroid, and the capsule is located at the top of the mic. Their K688 mic is more of a rounder body, the more typical, I feel like, body. I do like that design better than this design personally, but at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with this design. The mic still sounds amazing. So let's move on. All right, guys, real quick, I wanted to just show you that you can hook the USB cable up to the mic while the XLR is hooked up. I believe, unless I hear it in post-production right now, which if so, I'm gonna let you hear it. That way you will know anyways. It wasn't making a difference. I didn't have no feedback or anything going into the mic because of using the XLR and the USB at the same time. So if you want to use the XLR but still want your RGB lights, just plug your RGB light cable up into a port somewhere, and you'll be good to go, because you're actually picking up the sound from whatever mixer you're using anyway. So none of the lights, none of the knobs or anything are still going to work on the mic itself. As you can see, the light for the mute is actually red right now, and it's not muted. You can hear me. And if I turn it green, it doesn't matter if I mess with it. The only thing that's going to work is the RGB light indicator on the front of it right here for the button itself. So yeah, if you want to have RGBs while using XLR, it's perfectly fine with this mic. All right, guys, we're gonna start out with the test of the USB style, the condenser style on these two mics. Right now, I am speaking into just one of these mics. Could be the Fifine AM8 or it could be the Maono PD200X. I'll let you be the decider of that. But what I'm gonna do is switch in between the mics right now. That way you can know if there is a difference between the two mics. Yes, I did switch. If you didn't hear the difference, I don't know because I'm not listening to it right now. I'm doing this test strictly for you guys. I'll be able to hear it in post, of course. But do you think that this mic is the Fifine or do you think this mic is the Maono? Let me know in the comments below before I answer, but I am going to answer right now. If you pick this mic to be the Fifine, you're absolutely right. It is the Fifine. The first mic you heard was the Maono PD200X. With that being said, let's switch over to the XLR mode and see if there's a difference you can hear between these two mics there right now. Now we're on the XLR mode on both of these mics. Which one do you think that this mic is? Do you think it's the Fifine or do you think it's the Maono PD200X? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below. But before you answer that, let me go ahead and switch over to the Fifine or the Maono PD200X so that you can hear the difference right now. And now we're on the other mic I'm talking into. Could be the Fifine, could be the PD200. Let me know in the comments below which mic you think this is. Do you think the first mic was the Fifine or do you think it was the Maono? Or do you think this is the Maono or the Fifine? Let me know right now. Let me go ahead and tell you the results of the mic. Well, if you thought it was the Fifine, this again being number one or what you're hearing right now, you're absolutely wrong. It's actually the PD200X is what you're hearing right this second. So the Fifine was the first mic. This is the PD200X you're hearing, just like the last time the Fifine was actually the first mic and the PD200X was the second mic. So let me know in the comments below which mic sounded better out of the box, the $57 Fifine AM8 or the $70 Maono PD200X. If you want to learn how to use these mics on the Xbox, yes, that's right, on the Xbox, I show you how to use both of these mics right here. So check out that video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.